What's up, Facebook? I want to welcome you guys back to what has always been Chaos Fitness. It's been a long minute, a hot minute since I went live on this page. If you have followed me for the last couple of years, you know that I used to go live almost daily for months, and I fell into some health issues. We fell into some downtimes, and my lives stopped. So if you stuck with me, I appreciate it. I thank you. If you are new, let me briefly introduce to you who I am, who I serve, what I do, and how things are changing. So my name is Megan. I am a married mommy of two. I have Kieran, my son, who's 5, Bailey, my daughter, who's 3. I am a certified personal trainer, certified group fitness instructor, and I've owned my own outdoor women's boot camp for 12, 13 years now. And I've been doing online training. I created a 4-week fat loss academy and a 6-week fat loss academy. I've been running my own business for a long time now. Back in August of 2014, I did partner with Beachbody for a while, and I was with Beachbody for just about 3 years. And I did walk away from them earlier this year. It was just no longer serving me. I did really well, but it just wasn't serving me any longer. So, who am I? What do I do? So you're gonna see in the process, I have my computer up. Chaos Fitness is no longer. That's not entirely true, but it's pretty much true. So when you hop on, say hi, because I can't see who's on. I will continue to run my outdoor women's boot camp just because my girls won't let me give it up. So Chaos Fitness will still live in that aspect, but what you're gonna see, as you've probably started to see tonight, is that my Chaos Fitness social media is switching over. I am in the middle of a total rebrand and business venture, and I'm finally, for the first time in my life, in alignment with who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing and who I'm supposed to be serving. So really and truly, at my core, I'm a women's empowerment coach. When I've worked with my clients, when I do work with my clients, I've always gone to a deeper level than just here's a menu, here's your macros, and here's a workout plan to follow. I mean, not that I have a problem taking people's money, but I've always wanted to not just put a band-aid on things. I've always wanted to really get down to what is causing the initial issue in the first place. And so really, I've always empowered women to take a step further and go even deeper. So I've pushed through with my physical business for a very long time. Long story short, my health over the last couple of years has started to give me some issues. And then earlier this year, at the end of every year, so end of December last year, I sat down and I made a new vision board. Yes, I'm equal parts woo-woo and equal parts real and raw in reality. And I sat down, I created a new vision board. I set out new business plans. I joined a business academy, and I went balls to the wall. In January, I became a sponsored athlete. I started creating my own fat loss academies, my own programs, and I started hitting the ground running. Unfortunately, I burned myself out. I ran myself into the ground. I ended up with stage 4 adrenal fatigue and severe leaky gut. In all of that, my business started to suffer as I couldn't physically keep up with my business anymore. And I always kind of felt like it was never truly in alignment. So that's a quick background. I'm going to get to what we're talking about today, which is fear, the other F word, which I think is even uglier than the original F word, and anxiety. So I specialize in anxiety, depression, mental health, and women's empowerment. So you're going to see my social media change over. If you're new, welcome. If you've been with me, thank you for sticking with me. I do have a private Facebook group community. If you would like information on that, let me know and I'll get you in. Let's talk about what we're talking about today, which is fear and anxiety. I have had it on my heart to talk about this particular subject for days now, because as somebody who's in the middle of a total rebrand, when my health started to go downhill, I literally lost my identity. Health and fitness, I specialize in bodybuilding at home, was all slowly being stripped away from me. And I didn't understand. I'd spent a long time busting my ass, investing good money, a lot of money in academies and training and always growing. And I couldn't understand why this was being stripped away from me. Long story short, this is hard to talk about, you guys. This is really hard to talk about. As somebody who's got severe anxiety and depression, when you feel like you've worked so hard to get somewhere and then it's all taken away, it's really easy to become in a lack mindset. So your lack mindset is a state of mind when you believe that you're in need of. So if you're in a scarcity and lack mindset, you're in need of money because it's never around, or you're never going to have what you need because you're not good enough, or whatever. And anxiety and depression works that way. So when everything was slowly being stripped away, I was like, why? I'm doing everything right. I'm a good person. I empower women to be the same. And I bend over backwards for people. And I couldn't understand why. So in all this, I lost my identity. I'm freaking out. What am I going to do to provide for my family? How am I going to continue to start this business? Because I can't physically keep up with it. And then the fear. How am I going to do all this? I can't do this. Oh my God. What am I going to do? You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not healthy enough. I felt like a fraud because here I am, the epitome of health and fitness, and I can't even keep up with my own damn business. Like, who am I? I can't. Who here struggles with anxiety and depression? Just give me like a couple thumbs or some hearts or a comment if you do. Facebook's been having an issue with comments, so if I don't see them, I apologize. I usually see them after. So I brought this up because the last couple days, as I've been slowly switching over my social media and making my new business a reality, that's terrifying, you guys. If you're not aware, I have partnered with Senegence, LipSense, and I now, as a women's empowerment coach, I do coach women one-on-one through anxiety and depression. But now I also have the beauty aspect, and the skincare aspect, which is really amazing because I can give them the tools to change on the inside and give them the tools to feel good on the outside. So it's a total package still. But in the last couple of days, like my shipments have arrived and my inventory's arrived, and I've looked at this. I literally had all my inventory on the floor today and went into a full-blown panic attack. And I was like, oh my God, what if I can't do this? What if I'm stupid? What if I'm in the wrong business? What if I can't mentor these women? What if I, right? Because fear, your ego, as much as it tries to help you in protecting you, holds you back and it can hold you down. So the last couple of days, I've just been like in this panic, like where I can't catch my breath. Like, oh my God, I hope I'm doing the right thing. And deep breath. And I was like, I gotta share this with my girls. I gotta share this. So I don't even know that I really have an agenda for tonight. I just want to talk about fear and anxiety. So if I seem like all over the place, that's why. So fear and anxiety, we are forever growing. We are forever changing. We are forever evolving, okay? We're not trees. We're not meant to stay in the same place, right? But if that's the case, then why not work to being the highest version of yourself that you can be? A lack mindset, fear, ego, does the thing where it tries to keep you locked in this dark, tiny little box. You're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you don't have enough money, you don't have the hair, you don't have the face, you don't have the body, you're just not this, you're not that. I was reading a book last night. In fact, I have it right here. This is one of the ways I get out of my head. And I'll share with you some of my tips and tricks. You are a badass at making money. Now, if you are not reading, you're doing yourself a disservice, because personal development is a way to get you out of your head, and it's a tool in your arsenal of toolbox cases of tools to use to keep yourself forever growing. Anyways, so I was reading this last night, and she was talking about this story about how she was sitting around this huge table of like 30 family members, and her dad, speaking Italian, said something about, here, Jennifer, try this, whatever. Well, they were onion rings or something shaped in a circle. Well, she had convinced herself in her head that they were worms. So she was convinced they were worms. So it didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter how good it tasted. She had convinced herself they were worms. So she popped one in her mouth just to shut her family up. And she's like wincing and like horrified. But once she starts to eat it, she realizes it's actually good. And it wasn't what she thought it was. It wasn't a worm. But your mind is so powerful. What you tell yourself, your thoughts become your actions become your reality. Your brain is so powerful. If you can master your mind, literally the sky is the limit, you guys. So she had convinced herself these were worms. Once she started to eat it, she realized it wasn't as bad as she thought. Okay, so if your brain is that powerful, that means you have the capacity to change your thoughts, therefore change your behaviors, therefore change your actions, therefore change your reality. So instead of feeding yourself that your life is worms and that you're not good enough and that you're not going to amount to this and that you can't do this, why not become the highest version of yourself that you can be and get out of that fear and start busting through those blocks and start feeding yourself the opposite. The way that you talk to yourself is everything. So if you're talking to yourself in a lack mindset, the I want, the I wish, the I need, or the I can't, or I'm trying, instead of I have, and I am, and I create, and I enjoy, and I can, and I choose again. Do you see how powerful that is? Do you see how much better that feels? Instead of, I don't know how I'm going to sell this inventory. I can sell this inventory. I don't know how I'm going to coach these women if I myself don't have the tools, or if I don't even know because I'm going through it myself. That's all you need. Your life experience is exactly what you need. God's going to put your universe, whatever it is you believe in, your God, your universe is going to create the opportunities that you need to keep going. He's going to put the people in your life that you need to keep going. You just have to trust, and you have to come out of a lack mindset, and you have to watch the way you talk to yourself. Oh, I love you too. I love what, oh, you're so sweet. So, you know, one of my greatest obstacles, I am my greatest obstacle, but I can also be my greatest friend. And it's all in the way I talk to myself. So yesterday, I found myself in a really low vibe. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I started my period yesterday, okay? If you've noticed when you're hormonal, you tend to go really low vibe. You're kind of depressed, low energy, ho-hum, not driven. Everything kind of, you're just short circuiting. You don't feel good. And I found myself questioning everything that I was doing. So in the past, when that would have happened, that would have been enough to like put me down the rabbit hole, right? I knew better because I have tools in my toolbox, and I'll share those with you. I knew what to do, and I reached out to my mentor, and I reached out to a couple people that I knew I needed to surround myself with. You are the sum of the 5 people you're closest to. So if the 5 people you are closest to are negative Nellies, or they're what I call energy suckers, you collectively as a whole are going to end up that way. So if you want to be a millionaire, you need to start hanging with the millionaires. If you want to be healthy mentally and internally, you need to start hanging with people who are stronger than you in that aspect, so that you can feed off of that energy, ultimately changing the way you think. If you are unhealthy physically, you need to start hanging out with a personal trainer who's going to give you the tips and tricks and tools that you need to get healthy, right? So I reached out. So instead of retreating, I reached out and I busted through it. And I was like, listen, I need to talk. This is what's going on. And I was able to get their feedback. So not only did I get to vent and get it off my chest, but I got to get their feedback. I was able to feed off of their energy, and I was able to like snap back out of it. I also in the past would have then been really hard on myself for it. Like, oh my God, here you go again. Every time you start something and then you shut down and then you're a failure and you've put your family through hell and you're not going to do this. And just when you started to really expand in your health and fitness, your health crashed. Not this time. Not this time. This time, I gave myself some grace to know that this was my universe's way of telling me that I needed to back off. I've been balls to the wall with my business for weeks, for months. And this was his way of saying, you need a break. You need to fill your soul cup. You need to go spend time with your family. You need to walk away from the work. You need to go read your book. You need to journal. And you need to trust. You need to trust me. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. So I gave myself some grace. I filled my soul cup last night. I read my book. I snuggled with my family. I taught boot camp and I got to see my girls and get out of my head. I have goosebumps just talking about this. So what's held me back for years in my transformation was my mindset, was my forever, you guys, for forever. And I talked about this in my post today. I have tried to be something I wasn't for everybody else. And the stronger I get, the more strength I find in myself, the more I fall in love with who I am and my purpose and the women I'm supposed to help. And if I can't love me and I can't accept me, how the hell am I supposed to help other people? Same thing with you. You have a gift. You have a story. You are somebody that somebody else needs in some capacity. So why not be the healthiest, highest version of you for you? You're a better mom for it. You're a better wife for it. You're a better girlfriend for it. You're a better sister for it. Just in being the highest version you can of you. So over the last couple of years, I've watched myself and I've watched a lot of people around me. The best way I can put it, in reading this book last night, she said this and it just it clicked for me, was it's like watching myself starve to death at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Like, I've had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity put in front of me that I didn't take because I was too scared chicken shitless to make it happen. Not anymore. And it feels amazing. And I want to get you there too, because you deserve it and you're worthy of it and you're so beyond capable of it, it's not even funny. Okay? You just have to master this. So, the opportunities, the clients, the freedom, it's all here waiting for you. It's all here waiting for you. It's waiting. It's a matter of you finally deciding that you're worthy of it, that you're worth it, because you're more than capable of it. You're beyond capable of it. You have a gift. The world needs you, and the world needs your gift. You have something that I don't have that nobody else will have. I have something you don't have that nobody else will have. That's what makes us so awesome. That's exactly what makes us so awesome. So use your gifts. Start with you. Love you. Oh my God. I could talk about this all night. So, we're here to thrive. I want you to get out of a lack mindset. Okay? So, I have some homework for you if you're up to it. These are things that I did. I don't expect anybody else to do something that I myself am not willing to do. Fear is a bitch, okay? But the truth is, the only way to get through your fear is to literally face it head on. So I take things that genuinely terrify me and I hit the ground running and I just blast through it like a freaking brick wall. And that's what made all this come up. Was yesterday I hit that wall and I couldn't blast through it. I was like so low energy that I was mentally drained. So I made the decision to give myself grace, read my book, snuggle my family, get in a workout with my girls, start again today. The old me would have gotten up today and stayed in that low vibe. The new me, not new me, but the more educated me knew better. So I got up this morning and I said, not today, Satan, not today. You're not getting me again. You're not getting me again. And I immediately set the tone for the day. I come in, I read my devotional, I have my coffee, I met with another couple moms at the school, got out of my comfort zone, came in and worked. This rebranding is so hard. It's bittersweet, you guys. I've had the same business for almost 15 years, and it's terrifying to let that go. And it's terrifying to start from scratch, literally scratch, in a brand new business. It's terrifying. But what if that terrifying could actually be thrilling and finally bring the alignment that I've been after for so long? And the opportunities and the people, and my smile. You guys, God's got this. Your universe has got this. Really, you just have to trust it. So, my homework for you. I journal. I journal a lot. And so 4 things that I have for you. If you suffer with anxiety and depression or mental health, or you're in a lack mindset, or you too are starting a brand new business and you're terrified, or you've had success but not success the way you want to because you do hold yourself back. So I want you to write these 4 things down. Number 1, I want you to write all the reasons why you deserve happiness and why you deserve freedom from anxiety. Why do you deserve to be happy? Why do you deserve to be happy? Write down at least 10 reasons why you deserve to be happy. 2, make a list of all of the lives that you've touched and that you touch on the daily just by being here. Make that list. 10 people, make it 100 people, make it 1,000 people. I want you to really sincerely look at all of the lives that you touch on the daily just by being here and just by being you. 3, I want you to make a list of all of the awesome experiences being in your higher self would bring you. So it's really easy for me as a stay-at-home mom to shut down and retreat and stay in my little office and stay in my little bubble. But you don't impact lives by staying in your own little bubble, right? So if I'm in a lack mindset, I'm not going to earn vacations with my company. I'm not going to earn the car with my company. I'm not going to coach the one-on-one incredible women that God's putting in my life to be coached. I'm not going to continue to see opportunity after opportunity present itself, right? So if I get into the highest, grandest version of myself, what experiences would I bring from that? I'd have lives touched. I'd have vacations earned. I would have opportunity after opportunity placed in front of me. I would have clients coming in out of nowhere because I'm trusting the process. I'm holding myself at a higher caliber as far as energy. And the universal law of attraction, you get what you put out. So if you're putting out low vibe, low energy, ho-hum, woe is me, I can't get out of my head, I can't get out of this hole, that's what you're going to continue to attract. If you can up level the fuck up, get into your highest, grandest version of yourself, start changing the way you talk to yourself, start changing the behaviors that come along with that, you're going to elevate yourself to a whole new level. And when you do that, you're going to elevate people to join you. Okay? So number 3 was make a list of all the awesome experiences being in your highest self would bring to you, the opportunities it would bring to you. And number 4 is make a list of the amazing attributes you bring to this world. What do you bring to this world? Who are you? How amazing are you? What do you bring to this world? How can your story touch people? How can you help people? How can you grow? So, let's see, I'm gonna go over my notes really quick, see if I missed anything. Watch the way you talk to yourself. You can choose to wallow in the fear and the pity and the doubt and the chaos of the world, or you can change the way you talk to yourself and rise above and surround yourself with other like-minded individuals and put yourself out there and do something about it. So change your wording from I want, I wish, I need, I'm trying, I hope, I should, I don't know, to I have, and I create, and I am abundant, and I'm grateful for, and I enjoy, and I choose again, and I love, and I can, because I'm fucking worth it. Right? Can I get an amen? Okay, so that was my Friday spiel for you. Thank you for hopping on. You're going to see my social media slowly turn over. I'm waiting on the approval through Facebook for my Chaos Fitness to no longer be Chaos Fitness. It's going to be something different. I'm working on my timeline photos right now. I've switched my Instagram over. I've switched my private Facebook group over. And it's bittersweet, you guys. I've had this business for a really long time, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying, but it just might be the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I just have to trust that, and I just have to know that. And thank God for the gifts that we have. I'm so grateful for the abundance in my life. It's not even funny. You guys, I don't live in a big house. Nothing in this house has been upgraded. It's all still from the 70s and 80s. I haven't been on vacation since I was 7. My husband and I didn't have a honeymoon. He was deployed to Afghanistan when I was pregnant with my first, and I spent the whole pregnancy alone. We have struggled for years, but I refuse to give up. Crazy side note really quick, and I probably should just save this for another live because this one's getting long, but this summer, when my health fell apart, I kept asking God to show me a way, show me what I'm supposed to be doing, because clearly I'm not in alignment. Within days of being incapacitated on the bedroom floor, contemplating suicide, contemplating what my husband's life would look like on the daily without me, what my kids' life would look like from here on out without me. Within days, you guys, this opportunity was presented to me. And I had watched and watched and watched for months my current sponsor. And I was like, why are you showing me skincare and makeup? Like, I mean, I love that stuff, but like, that's so not me. It was my saving grace, you guys. And it's not about the skincare and makeup. And yes, it's amazing stuff. And yes, it makes me feel better. It was an outlet. It was another way to touch lives. It was another way to show me that I'd never fully been in alignment. And it was a way to finally let go of what was running my physical body into the ground and start acknowledging that I really was a women's empowerment coach and that that's where I belonged. And the skincare and makeup was just the catapult to make it happen. Crazy things happen when you trust. When you let go, you free fall, because he's either going to give you the wings and teach you how to fly, or he's going to catch you. So either way, you're golden. Anyways, if you haven't, I highly suggest this book. I also suggest the regular You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I've read it 3 or 4 times. I've listened to it on Audible. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Fill your soul cup, ladies. Whatever that is for you. Take some time for you. Ask yourself the really hard questions and start coming at things with a why not me attitude. Why not? Why not me? Why not me? You're just as special as anybody else who's become successful. You deserve this. So thank you for listening to my Friday rambles. Thank you for supporting me in my new journey. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you enjoy what happens from here on out. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a private message. I do have a private Facebook group community. If you're interested, let me know. I'd love to have you in it. It's women only. Sorry, dudes. I hope you guys have a great Friday night, and I will catch you later.